Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
Hey, this is Patriotic American jumping in here. So I thought I'd do a quick little video, little bedtime story called the Hegellian Dialect. So once upon a time, you had farmers and they were growing plants like marijuana, poppy seeds, coca plants, and they were just living a nice, happy existence. They would just bring their trucks to the border and sell their goods at the border, and everybody was happy. Americans loved these products. They were pure, they were cheap, they were organic. Everybody had a good time. Nobody complained. There was no strife and no trouble in the world. Until one day, some guys in suits took notice of what was going on at the border, and they were concerned that there was some money being traded that wasn't going into their pockets. Well, this wasn't good for the American economy, they thought. We need to get involved here. We need to do something about it. If anything, we need to put a stop to it. Maybe we need to send in our military to get things done. They thought long and hard about what they needed to do. Maybe we need to go down and talk to these farmers. What the government people wanted to do is get themselves in the middle between the farmers and the citizens, and they wanted to collect the money first. Then they could sell it at a higher price at the border and keep the difference. The farmers wanted no part of this and told these men to leave immediately. The government had enough of these farmers being so inhospitable. They came up with a solution for these farmers. They gave speeches to the people and told them what they were gonna do to these farmers that were refusing to import any more of their coca leaves. The American people grew incensed at not having coca and marijuana and poppy seeds for their recreational enjoyment, and demanded action from the government immediately to restore law and order and give them their coca leaves immediately, as they've always had in the past. So the army went in and destroyed the villages and the crops and threatened the farmers and made them obey and tortured their children and their sons and their fathers. They burned down their villages and told them they would not stop until they handed over all their crops productions to the men in the suits. The villagers had no choice and gave in to the demands of the army. And the men in the suits were overjoyed with gladness that they were now going to collect the money from the farmers. The guys in the suits made sure they left behind plenty of muscle. They didn't want to take any more chances that these farmers were going to have another rebellion and stop any of their production from getting up to the border. They made sure it would not happen. While back at home, our leaders made sure to keep up all the threats against those lazy, rebellious farmers, and everybody was now happy. We had all the coca plants that we wanted. The farmers were getting their measly scraps of payment. Americans were happy and thrilled, and the partying continued on as before.